How is Nisto Ball going?
Good. Really good, man. It's been tough trying to balance it between work and work life, right? But
Yeah, electrical.
yeah.
And are you in school or finished school? Back to work?
I finished at the end of February, so I'm back to work now. But we've been pretty steady though. But
Third years?
yeah, third year, yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yeah.
How was second year school?
It was pretty tough, not gonna
Yeah.
lie. Like right off the hop, for the first week we had PLS, and that one was a struggle.
PLS.
Yeah.
Yeah, second year's the hardest.
Yeah. That's
right?
what I've heard.
That's what they say.
Yeah, that's what I've heard. That's kind of the first and second year, kind of building the framework, and then once you're done that, then everything else kind of builds off each other, right?
Yeah.
So hopefully, anyways.
Yeah, the first year's not that hard if you're there to be an electrician.
Mhm.
But like the people who are just like not sure, they just all quit.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you start with whatever 20 people in your class, and then there's like 14 at the end.
Yeah.
I don't know if that was like that for you, but for me, people just kept quitting.
Yeah.
But I found the first year pretty easy.
Yeah, that's how I felt too. Maybe just because like they might be trying to keep people in the trade now. I felt like a lot of people were babied that like, you know, kind of just pushed through. Like they had a lot of resources that, you know, there's a few people that I knew were like struggling. I'm like, man, how is this person going to get by? But they got them the pass. So. Need workers.
Yeah. And do they need workers? Because I feel like when I was doing electrical, there was no work, but they were still putting people through school like crazy.
Yeah.
So there was no jobs. And then like every semester there's, you know, like between the two campuses, like anywhere from 20 to 60 people getting put through every semester as new electricians or. So then it was even harder to find work when there was jobs. Because then everyone was only hiring first or second years. Mm-hmm. So then when I got to third, fourth, I could not find work.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, man. It probably like depends on location, company. Like our company, I feel like they're always looking for employees, but we're always turning over employees as well. So it just,
I also didn't try that hard to find like I was like, it has to be here. I'm not traveling anywhere. I'm not going on the road. I'm not.
Yeah.
So
that's kind of
I
where
probably could have found work. I'm like, Demi, there's a job in BC. She's like, you're not going to BC. I'm like, okay.
That's where I'm at, man. Like I don't want to have to like go up north or work on the mines just to find work. Like I want to be home every night with my girlfriend and help her out with the responsibilities. Maybe if I was younger out of high school, I'd probably jump at those opportunities. But
and how old are you?
28.
28.
Yeah.
So what's your plan this summer with Nisto Ball?
Nisto Ball. So, we, as you probably saw on Facebook and Instagram, we just started an ambassador program. So I just want to line up some camps for the summer. We have a few that are collegiate athletes that are off for the season. So they want to be involved in some camps. So I want to line those up for the summer, get them involved. I'm going to be hosting a few tournaments this summer as well, just for like adult tournaments. It's another thing that I love to do. Just, you know, we always talk about the youth and getting them involved, but at the same time, it's like, what about the adults, right? Like, you know, everybody's busy with their lives, but I feel like adults need to enjoy their lives too. So try to give them an opportunity to come out and compete and just see all the old people that I used to see when I was younger, right? And
I feel that same way with like when I go out to communities and do help out or do boxing or do programming out there. I feel like it's always for youth, which is good. But I do wish we worked with adults more because sometimes I feel like, especially like when we're talking about, you know, like leadership and addictions and, you know, just like healing.
Yeah.
But then sometimes these kids, they go home to a, you know, maybe not a great home. Mm-hmm. And I feel like it'd be awesome if there was more stuff for adults too, to like help build strong leaders.
Yeah.
For the kids.
100%.
So I think that's good.
Yeah.
like working with adults too.
For sure. It's probably the same thing with your boxing gym, right? Like kids that come in the door, if they see, older adults that are working hard and leading by example, it kind of pushes them a little bit harder. So that's kind of the same thing I want to create with basketball, because I have a lot of friends that same thing, have addictions and battling through high school and stuff, right? And basketball or any other sports are their outlet, right? And then, when you get into the workforce, you kind of forget about that, get busy. And then, if you stop playing or don't have that outlet, right, then you just go back to your addiction. So I've seen that with a lot of friends. So it's important to look after them as well, I find.
Do you speak as well when you do these programs, or do you mostly just focus on the basketball?
I like to speak. Yeah. When I do my like weekly practices, I like to speak with the kids at the end. Just give them messages, like whether it's talking about the effort that they're putting in or what they want to learn from it. Especially when I go to communities, I want to make sure that, we're teaching them lessons that'll be like relatable outside of the sport, and then that it's more impactful.
So when you talk about like Nisto Ball as like, I guess like it's a company, an athletic company, but also like probably like a little bit more than that, what do you have, like maybe like values, like a value set around the company?
For sure. So yeah, like for me, like growing up, like I was always involved in different sports. Basketball wasn't the most popular sport when I was growing up in my community. Being in Saskatchewan, hockey is always the number one sport, and you're kind of teased if you play anything other than that, right? So, but I didn't care. I always had basketball in my life. I had a basketball net in my backyard. My brother played, and it just gave me confidence growing up. So, that's just kind of something that I want to carry on, especially for kids that, they might not have that one thing that they feel confident or that, they're looking for, right? And it doesn't even have to be basketball. It could be, whatever it is, playing an instrument, other sports, whatever they, want to be good at. I just want to give them, I guess, a little bit of hope so that they, it doesn't have to just be, just like these negative stereotypes that I feel like I grew up, listening to, and you don't have to listen to those,
Right. Yeah. Where did you grow up again?
Fort Capel, Saskatchewan.
Fort Capel. Yeah. Your cousin tried to beat me up with a 2x4 once.
Who's that?
Amyotte from Indian Head. Chris. Long ago. This was like grade 10.
I never knew Chris 10. Until probably like 3 years ago.
Yeah. I remember talking to you about that long ago. We're good now. We're cool now. I actually haven't even seen him since high school.
Yeah.
But he's golfing, I see.
Yeah.
Big golfer.
Yeah. I never grew up knowing Chris. But yeah, I follow him on social media, and yeah, he's doing good with his golf lessons and everything that he's doing right now. But that's crazy.
It's funny because I was telling Demi that just before you came. I was like, should I bring up that his cousin tried to attack me with a 2x4? And then he said, which cousin? And it's funny because at the party we were at, another guy called Demi in the middle of the night and like told her what was happening, and Demi just like freaked out, and she just remembers the phone call she got at like 1 a.m.
Jeez.
Yeah. Good times.
Was he like pretty drunk at the time?
Yeah. It was like just a house party.
Yeah.
And I don't even know what happened.
Yeah.
But all of a sudden he was very mad.
Mad enough to swing a 2x4.
Yeah.
But I think he's sober now though, hey?
Honestly, I haven't even talked to him since high school. But like we talked after that. Like it was just like, like a one night angry, and we're good after that. But I just, good times. Yeah. So Where did you get the Nisto Ball?
Nisto. So obviously Nisto is the Cree word for three.
Right.
I just so it's almost a tribute to the 3-pointer. The 3-pointer is probably the most popular field goal in today's game. So especially for the younger youth, like drives me crazy. But most kids, they just want to shoot threes, right? But so I just kind of took off that momentum of that, and came up with the word Nisto, and ball obviously for basketball.
Right.
I just wanted to keep it clean and simple. Obviously res ball was already taken, so I had to improvise. And I thought really hard about it, though. I wanted something that was like I said, simple, something that wouldn't be offensive, something that anybody could wear. All walks of life, doesn't have to just be indigenous people, could be non-indigenous as well. And that's where it came from.
Yeah, and I always tell you that you have one of the coolest logos I've ever seen. Like being in this industry, obviously we see a lot of logos, and yours is like perfect. It's just like simple, nice, clean, and it's like memorable.
Well, I appreciate that, man, because sometimes I think about it, and I'm like, oh, it's almost, I don't know if it was too simple, or if but I wanted it so that, like, even kids or whatever, if they see it, they'll be able to remember it. Just like when we were kids, we saw like brand names and we're able to write it in our binders, and just make it memorable for kids. Something easy to spot, right away.
Do you remember I always remember the basketball with Shaq's hand on it?
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know why I thought of that, but yeah, it's good, and it's good for like honestly making clothing. Like a lot of people come in and they want like a big elaborate logo and design and like 93 colors, and it's awesome, but it costs a lot of money to make.
Yeah.
So you either gotta overprice your stuff now, or you gotta just take the hit and not make a profit.
Mm-hmm.
So having something that's just simple, and like the one color is honestly, like Demi tries to explain to people, like that's the way to go. Even if you have like a colorful logo, if you can also design a simple one, it's just goes a long way.
For sure. And that's kind of what the thought that I wanted to do is something simple, because I knew that I could always have an alternate logo or limited edition logos in the future, but just have a primary logo that I could always put on the sleeve or in the back of the shirt, and then have that other alternate logo. But
you have that one design that kind of goes on the chest.
Yeah, the star blanket.
Yeah, that's logo. Yeah, that's awesome.
Well,
that's a good one. Who designs for you?
I designed that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I design everything. That one took me a while to release. I was pretty nervous about that one, because at first glance it's pretty I don't know, a little bit flashy when you first look at it, right? But there's a little bit of meaning behind it. So it has the syllabics underneath Nisto Ball. So that's the translation is Nisto basketball. So and then obviously the star blanket underneath. I had designed a star blanket logo for the Rattlers when I was working with them. So I just wanted to, kind of take that same idea, but make it in my own logo or own design. So I was pretty nervous when I was first launching it, but I think Kendall Netmaker was one of the first that I showed it to, and he loved it right away. And he's like, you gotta release that, just do it. So as soon as I did, and I gifted him one of my first ones, and he loved it right away. So that meant a lot that he approved of it. So I knew I had something, and that's probably one of our more favorites from customers. So
yeah, have you built a decent relationship with Kendall?
Yeah, he was honestly a huge mentor. Like when I first started up, obviously it's when you start off a business, you're kind of you kind of just got to start, even though you don't have like the proper direction, or you kind of just got to figure it out as you go. But Kendall was super humble when I first reached out to him, gave me a lot of advice. He was a huge mentor for me. There's a couple of people that I had reached out to for advice before, and they weren't as helpful. It was almost like saw me as a competitor, whereas Kendall, he was the opposite. He saw kind of, he understood where he came from, and he obviously wanted the guide so I didn't have to make the same mistakes as him. So super, super indebted to him. He was, just such a great human. I haven't spoke to him in a while, but the last time I spoke to him, he said to me too, he's like, you just got to get your reps in, and it'll all come in. So ever since he said that, I just put my head down and, just got to put in the work now.
Yeah. That's actually one of the quotes you sent over, hey?
Yeah.
Reps remove doubt.
Yeah.
Chris Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, it's cool because like reps kind of remove everything. Like it removes fear, it removes anxiety, it removes, like, because when I think of boxing too, it's like everything's so fast. The first time you spar, it's like, I'm in a brawl right now. I'm in a fight,
Yeah.
And then over time, things start to slow down. It doesn't seem intense anymore. All of a sudden, you're relaxed. All of a sudden, you can see it coming before it happens. And it's just like happening, not in slow motion, but it seems like it. But the first time, people are just like freaking out. And they're just blinking and like.
Your anxiety's up. You're stressed the hell out because you're just not comfortable, right?
And then you do it 1,000 times, and now it's just like you can relax, you can dance, you can box with your hands down if you get good enough, So I like that. Reps remove doubt. Yeah, what does that mean for you?
Yeah, like I heard it probably like about a year ago. He was speaking on a podcast when he said that, and he just was talking about giving advice to his son about stacking days. You got to stack days. He said that his coach used to tell him reps remove doubt, and I don't know. I just like the more I thought about it, I was just like, man, it's such a simple line, but it makes so much sense, especially I find for anything in life that could be relatable, whether it's boxing, it's basketball, whether it's school, the more reps you get in, the more comfortable you'll be able to understand it better. So I just love that quote now.
Who's your favorite basketball player?
Kobe Bryant was my favorite basketball player growing up.
Yeah. When I became an adult, he became mine used to be Allen Iverson when I was young, like in high school.
Yeah.
But then as I got older, I loved Kobe because of how he spoke. Because of his mindset was so cool, so different. He was like just working. And I like that if you didn't work, he treated you like that.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm not passing the ball. I seen what time he showed up to practice. Yeah. That's a good mentality.
For sure, man. And and that's why I sent you the one quote by him. Like, cause it's, you see a lot of quotes, a lot of people, are like, a lot of philosophers out there that will put good quotes out there and they'll make sense and relatable. But, Kobe was one of the few that, he actually believed what he said. He was doing it, and he led by example, and he was, sacrificed a lot just to get where he was. So it's definitely something. I don't know. He was just a different person, man. I always got motivation from Kobe Bryant. So.
How do you feel? Like, speaking of sacrifice, obviously you have a lot going on. School, just finishing school, and now work, and trying to build a company. How do you feel like? I bet you feel like you have to sacrifice a lot right now.
Yeah.
And how do you, I guess, mitigate that, deal with that?
For sure. I'd say like, I don't think about it often, but I definitely noticed from, when I was in high school or got out of high school, used to party a little bit more, hang out with more like friends more often, like every weekend. But as you get busier, especially with Nisto Ball and work and my family, I just, I only focus on so many things and put my effort into like those things because I don't know. But yeah, so I've had to sacrifice a few relationships along the way, whether it's friends or, hanging out with family. But yeah, it's like I said, I don't like to think about it often, but at this same time, it's part of growth. It's part of, the process when you're trying to build something. I don't regret it. Like it's, I feel like I'm in a better place, not having so many distractions, worrying about partying or other things that I don't need in my life. I'm a lot more aware of what I want to do on a daily basis. I feel like I don't, there's only so much time in a day. So I'm a lot more aware that I don't want to waste the time that I have. So I feel like I can't give up a full day, being hungover or whatever it is as often, I guess, as I was in high school. So
do you feel like your circle has changed a bit, like your friend group, or not too much?
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's tough. Like when you think about it, like, had a good group in high school that, you always think that they're going to be around forever. We had a small group of us that were all athletes. We used to push each other pretty hard in high school, go work out outside of practice. But some of the best friends I probably had, throughout my life. And now looking back, we don't even, keep in touch. We probably haven't talked for a couple of years now, but it just, I guess it's a part of life.
Yeah.
But I know. Yeah.
I think that's like a big one, like a big realization is that, like, I think people hold on to friendships sometimes too long, which is like maybe mean to say, or I don't know what it is, but like people already don't like change, so they try to hold on to these things from their past, but it's like it's not necessarily good or bad. It's just changing, and the people around you change, and as you grow, you attract people who are on the same level as you, or maybe even higher, and it's just like when you think of like your friends from high school, it's like you probably were seated close to them. So you talked and became friends, or you were on the same team. So you became friends, and it was just like you were just put in the vicinity of these people and became friends. And after high school, based on like your values and your morals and your strengths and your weaknesses, and now you become a person who gets to decide where they want to go.
Yeah.
And now you actually like attract the friends that you weren't just like put in this school. So like these are your options.
Yeah.
Not to say like that's a bad thing, because I still have like my best friend is from we're still best friends.
Yeah.
We don't hang out as much. We don't see each other as much, but when we do see each other, it's the same always.
Yeah.
We just don't see each other as much because our interests are different.
Yeah.
So I feel that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think if you can come to terms with it, it's fine.
For sure. No, I agree with that. Like it's not like it's a good or bad thing. It's just you're on different paths now.
Yeah.
Right. Values have changed since you're in high school. But I probably wouldn't have met as many people as I have, or been open to meeting, people like yourself. So probably would have been, stuck doing the same things if I tried to keep those relationships. But yeah, it just part of growing up, man. Like there's a few people though that I definitely try to keep a relationship with. Like this past weekend, I went to a tournament in Winnipeg. My friend Mackenzie, we played high school basketball together. We hadn't played for probably 3 or 4 years together, and so this was our first time getting back on the court, and it was a lot of fun. It was a good road trip. Had a lot of laughs, a lot of memories, and it was good. Just like you said, we're the same people that we were. Things have jobs or goals have kind of changed, but at the same time, we're still the same people. So it's good. Yeah.
For when you put on tournaments, do you play in your tournament?
For my own tournaments, I try not to, just because I feel like it's a conflict of interest, right? If it's someone else's, like I'll try to put in a team. But if it's my own tournament, I've known people that have hosted tournaments, and then they'll stack up their team. So I just don't want to be that guy that gets that reputation.
That's funny,
especially when it's for money. So
I put on a fitness competition last year.
Yeah,
throughout the summer, and I
Sandman games.
Yeah, and I joined it too.
Yeah,
and I got to the semifinals.
Yeah,
and I got people are like, you got to the semifinals of your own competition.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, yeah, I did.
You rigged the games.
It's funny because it does not sound great. And then if it was for money, or this year it's gonna be for money, but last year it was just like a bunch of different companies just gave prizes,
sponsored prizes.
Yeah. But so then I had to let Cree win. So if anyone asks, I let him win.
I remember watching those games though. You guys freaking went hard though, right to the end. So
it was fun. It was cool.
It looked like it was a lot of fun.
Yeah, join this year.
Yeah, maybe. We'll see. You guys are doing some crazy stuff.
Yeah, that's a polite no.
How many people did you have last year?
Last year was 10 men, 10 women.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how long did it run for?
It's like pretty much the whole summer.
Whole summer?
There's like an event every 3 to 4 weeks.
Okay.
And it's kind of like it's not like strict times.
Yeah.
So it's like you pretty much have 3 weeks to do the event.
Gotcha.
Just because like the summer is busy for people, so I didn't want to like do specific days.
Yeah.
Because then like there's no way everyone's gonna, like, there's 20 people. There's no way they're all gonna be able to be on this day at this time.
Yeah, fair enough.
So I was just like, just get your time in.
Yeah.
Whenever.
Yeah.
You just have
Be
to tell
honest
this
about
day.
it.
Yeah. Well, the ones that like one was lots of them. You like if you recorded it, you just had to have like one unedited clip.
Yeah.
So, and you couldn't leave the clip. Like there was like regulations so that all of a sudden just like it stops and starts again. They're just doing 9,000 push-ups. Yeah. So, and then sometimes I would have judges go and do the recording for them.
Oh, okay.
Whenever they needed that day. I had like a couple people that volunteered to judge and go and record and stuff. So
that's cool.
Yeah. Just in case. With like have you thought about adding other elements to Nisto Ball?
For like merchandise?
Or just like even with programming?
Honestly, I think I want to keep it simple the first few years with the camps, tournaments. Tournaments have been a learning process, I feel like every one, but it's been getting easier and easier. So, but yeah, I just want to perfect that first. And then eventually, we could look at starting maybe some leagues or even an academy. But I just want to, before we get too ahead of ourselves, I want to, make sure we get it right. Because I feel like sometimes it's an issue with a lot of, other organizations or leagues. They worry about expanding and they worry about the statistics of it. We're in this many communities or we're doing this and this, right? But then what about the quality of that you're actually putting out, right? So that's where I want to put my focus.
Okay. So you want to eventually have a league?
Yeah, honestly, like that's probably eventually that would be the big goal. I've had a couple people that have like told, just even like talked to, like even for youth, having a youth 3x3 league. I know a few people in the city that have done it. So yeah, that's just ideas for the future, but obviously have to put together a realistic plan of how I could do that.
Right.
Yeah.
And it would be like, would you have like an indigenous league and a league, like a bigger league, or would you just have the one league?
Honestly, I'd probably have it open. Yeah. Okay. I'd probably have it open if I were to do a league. Just giving an example, like Living Skies Indigenous Basketball League. I coach for that league, even though it's Indigenous league. It's open for anybody.
Okay.
Yeah, non-Indigenous.
Right.
Anybody that wants to sign up that doesn't have access to there's school sports that they might not have made the team for, but they still want to participate, right? They're allowed to come join this league, and it's been a huge success, and you could see it, in the kids, like how they react to it. And
that one's 5-on-5.
Yeah, you bet.
Okay. 3-on-3 would be, because they do one big 3-on-3 one every year, right?
Yeah.
Do you go?
Yeah, I went last year. Are you talking about the YXC Urban Games that was by the river?
Yeah,
you bet. So went there last year. I put in a team just to play.
Oh, nice.
And then they had the FIBA 3x3 teams were there competing for the women, and that was pretty cool to see them live, though. On TV, it's a lot different, right? It looks a little bit more slower, like but in person, those women work hard, and they're pretty freaking talented, man. So it was pretty cool to see them in person.
That's fun.
Yeah, they kicked my butt, that's for sure.
Yeah. You've been playing basketball your whole life?
Yeah,
since you were.
Yeah, pretty much since I was like could walk. Yeah,
that's cool, man. I only played for grade 10, 11, 12.
Oh, okay.
But it was my favorite sport growing up. I never played
any other sports.
No, like I played like 1 year of volleyball. Wasn't into it. Mm-hmm. I played like a year of soccer, but I never went to practice. I just went to the games. And basketball was the only one that I actually liked and got good at.
Wanted to get better at.
Yeah. Awesome. And it was fun. But it was tough, like small town, not big population.
Was that in Indian Head that you played?
I did play in Indian Head. And then Wolseley, we actually had a decent team. Indian Head, we didn't have a good team.
Yeah.
But Wolseley, we only had 8 players.
Oh, okay.
But we had really good players, and then like 3 just played the whole game. The little guys, and then our big guys switched out. So it was just like a lot. I played a lot because I used to be little when I was in high school.
Yeah.
So that was fun. It was like really high competitive. And then the next year we got a different coach, and she was more like, let's have fun. Everyone gets a turn.
Yeah.
I'm like, we're losing and you're taking out the best players?
Yeah, that's frustrating.
And then she's just trying to throw me out of the game. I'm like, this is crazy.
Yeah.
We're here to win.
Yeah.
I thought. Just like everyone gets the same amount of playing time, and I couldn't believe it.
Yeah.
Going from like a competitive grade 11 team.
Yeah.
And like the coach we had was a college, like like he played with Steve Nash. Like he played good basketball.
Yeah. Do you remember what his name was?
His last name was Clark.
Okay.
First name Mr.
Mr. Clark.
I can't remember his first name, but he was an awesome coach.
Okay.
And like, it's funny because in gym class, like they played so much floor hockey because everyone just played hockey all the time.
Yeah.
So like it seemed like 3 days a week we'd play floor hockey.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, I don't want to play hockey. And he was the gym teacher.
Yeah.
And because he didn't want me to get injured for basketball, and we only had 8 players.
Yeah.
He would let me not play hockey, and he gave me full marks in gym. And I would just go chill, and I never had to play hockey. So
that's cool.
Thank you, Mr. Clark.
And when did you start boxing?
Like when I was 15.
15?
Yeah. And it's funny too because he didn't like that I boxed.
Oh, really? He tried to keep you out of it?
Yeah. He's like, we can't have you get injured.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I was young, because my mom's sisters, they kickboxed and did MMA.
Yeah.
And then my dad and his brothers all boxed.
Yeah.
So pretty much everyone in my family, like women and men, just were always fighting. So I just like grew up knowing how to fight. And then as soon as I got close to a city, I started going to gyms. I moved to Saskatoon, but and my one auntie, like, she fought Ronda Rousey.
Really?
Yeah, she fought Chris Cyborg.
Holy shit.
Yeah. She's like from Regina.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Which
so pretty high level.
Which like league or which
Invicta.
Like, oh, okay.
Invicta. The Ronda Rousey one was like, it was Ronda Rousey's, I think, first or second fight, and it was my auntie's first or second fight.
Oh, wow.
So it was like in a little league, small league.
How was your experience?
She got armbarred. Yep. But pretty cool though.
Yeah, for
like,
sure.
She made it pretty, like, she fought for the title against Cyborg. Yeah. So, and then my other auntie, she did like fights here, Muay Thai.
Okay.
And then all my dads and uncles, they were boxers. So,
oh yeah.
Yeah.
Did you have like an instructor in high school, or did you?
No. Well, no. Because in high school when I was in Indian Head, I would go to the city. Okay. Go to Regina Boxing Club. Yeah. And then when I moved to Wolseley, one of the teachers was actually my auntie's coach.
Okay.
So I worked with him a little bit. Yeah. So that was good. And then when I moved to the city is when I kind of got all in. Yeah. And then I was, Wesley. Yeah. Sunshine. Yeah. I just was with him the other weekend.
Oh, okay. Because he does training in Pasco, right? Pasco.
Yeah. I think he does more than that now. I think he has. Too? I think just reserves still.
Oh, okay.
But I think he's on a couple other ones as well, but all around Regina. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember Wesley, he used to come around New Line Boxing Academy for the Friday night boxing, and he'd bring out a lot of youth. Yeah. He used to train a few of my friends that I grew up with out of Pasco First Nation, though. I've heard good things about him, though.
Yeah, he's honestly probably one of the most knowledgeable coaches I've worked with. Yeah. Just how he explains stuff and how he does stuff is like very good. Yeah. And his boxers always do very well, and they go to the States and fight lots. Mm-hmm. So like very experienced, and he's very experienced. Yeah. And you trained out of New Line.
Yeah. Yeah. Coach Moses.
I just seen him on the weekend too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Where'd you see him?
I had a guy fight in Regina.
Oh, okay.
At Hotel Saskatchewan. They had an event. Okay. It was actually Moses' event.
Okay.
We went to. Okay. So he was all fancy in his suit announcing. I like Moses a lot. Yeah. He's awesome. And man, he puts on good events actually.
He does, man. Yeah. Honestly, he gave me a lot of inspiration too for like even like hosting like just like basketball tournaments. Just like seeing like how he operates during events, and always constant entertainment with Moses. Like he's such a good speaker too. He's like got lots of knowledge, and he's a good dude.
And he's in shape. Like he's doing marathons.
Yeah.
He's but he has a newer a boxer that he's been working with maybe for a year or two. Noah, can't remember his last name. Man, he's doing good. He's a very, very good boxer.
I probably saw when you were talking about that. I think I saw photos of him posting that he won. Yeah. Over the weekend.
Man, he's a good boxer.
Yeah,
good boxer. He's beaten like pretty good boxers actually from Saskatoon and stuff.
Well, that's good. It's good for Moses.
Yeah, it's good, and it's good to see like a younger guy like doing well like that.
Yeah.
I want to go spar him.
Humble a little bit.
He's pretty tall. He's tall, lanky.
Yeah.
Moves good. But yeah, that's cool, man. Moses, he's awesome. And now, did you know Taryn Carr?
Yeah, yeah.
So he opened his new gym. Yeah. He has a gym now.
Queen City Boxing, right?
And it's wicked. It's such a good vibe there.
Yeah.
So usually when I go to Regina, I go there, train there. Okay. And it's just like a cool vibe, good people there. It's like a perfect spot.
Yeah.
I like that. I like Taryn. I'm trying to get him to come do a podcast.
Yeah. He'd be perfect for it, man. I follow him on social media too, and he's He's a good dude. He's got some swagger, man.
Yeah.
Splashy guy. But I'm happy for him that he got that gym though, man. Cause like, yeah, he was like, he would always like rent the gym for Moses at New Line Boxing Academy. And he would run his training, different hours of the day. So it's kind of cool just seeing like where he started off from, with coaching to where he is now. It's just, it's cool.
It's good. And then we got to get you back in the ring.
Maybe. Man, I get the itch every now and then watching UFC or boxing, but
and you just go to Colonial instead. Find a fight at the Colonial. How long has it been?
It would have been beginning of COVID. I probably would have stopped. Like I think 2019, I would have stopped training.
And you did 2 fights?
No, I did 4 fights. I think 4 amateur fights. Yeah,
nice.
Yeah, first one was pretty scary.
Yeah,
Moses set me up. He had me as the last.
He set me up.
He had me for a sparring bout at Southland Southland Mall. And man, I didn't expect how many people were going to be there. There's probably a couple hundred people watching in the crowd, but it was such an awesome experience. Like every fight was, taught me a lot. And it just, you've said before, it's such a humbling sport. I've never learned so many lessons from any other sport other than boxing. Like it's crazy. Yeah. It's humbling. The work that you put into it, you're going to get out of it, and you're going to find out, every time you fight, right? Out. Like, yeah. There's nobody to blame. There's no teammates, right, to put the blame on except for yourself. So but there's nothing like the feeling when you're done, you had a good fight and you just like have that relief for a second. All right. Like I could breathe for a second. There's no stress, this, just let me enjoy this little bit of celebration here. So definitely miss those moments.
It's nice too, cause it's a sport that like pretty much everything's your fault.
Yeah.
It's not like you can blame a team or you can blame someone on the team. It's like, it's you. Like, did you do the work? Yeah. Did you, do the homework? Did you do the road work? Did you, and it's like.
Right down to your diet pretty much too.
Right to your diet.
That's like, other sports you kind of get away with like eating fast food and stuff, but like boxing, it's like, oh, what am I going to eat so that I don't throw up tonight when I take some body shots, right? Or like, what am I going to eat that's going to make me feel good when I go to the gym? And that taught me a lot too about my body and my nutrition for sure.
It's weird. It's kind of weird too how different that first fight is than your other fights. Mm-hmm. The first one is like, it's almost a write-off.
Yeah.
Because your body does not act how you think it's going to act. It's like you tire quicker. I've had boxers do their first fight and then fight again the next weekend.
Yeah.
And the first fight they gassed out in 30 seconds. It was like the ugliest fight ever. And then the next weekend they do 3 rounds perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And it's not like in 7 days they all of a sudden got cardio. It's just like they were just so in their head, so stressed, their body, their mind just got so overworked.
Yeah.
Like one girl, we were just walking up to the ring. Her first fight, I said, how do you feel? She said, I feel like I fought already. Like, well, that's not good.
Yeah, that's not good.
Not a great feeling. But so it's interesting because I try and like pre-warn my boxers, like the first one is not going to go the way you think.
Yeah.
It's going to be ugly. But like the first one is just for the mental experience. Like, gotta just get over this one and then it'll be way better after that.
Yeah.
And some people only do one and it didn't go the way they thought.
So
they quit or they just never go in the ring again.
Yeah.
It's a lot of mental.
For sure.
Yeah. Did you win your first one or lose?
It wasn't like an actual comp. Like it was a sparring match, but I definitely won though. Like
okay.
he had a black eye, bloody nose. Like I did pretty good in my first fight, so it was a good one to give me confidence for my first fight. But,
that's good.
Yeah, but I was trained really, really well. We had Taryn at the gym. We had this guy Ty Robinson. He used to be a trainer for the Rough Riders. He was like a really good boxer from. He grew up in the States, and just learned a lot from those guys. So they definitely prepared me for when it came down to the fight day. So,
is there anything from boxing that you use when you coach basketball, or not really?
I would say so. Again, just like, it's on you at the end of the day. I think I still carry that mentality into basketball, because even though you have teammates, you still have to be honest, right? Like it's, if one person's not coming prepared for a game, or they're not showing up to practices, right, it'll show. So I make sure that I get on, my boys, if that does happen, if they're not preparing or getting ready for games, if they're out of sync with the teammates, I definitely try to keep that same mentality as I did with boxing.
So how do you address that? If I feel like sometimes with maybe other team sports too, but I guess I'm more familiar with basketball.
Yeah.
I feel like sometimes it's like when things aren't going the right way, it's like you try and rely on one person sometimes.
Yeah.
And it's like, or sometimes it's like that, like for the whole game. It's like I can kind of like pull back because this guy can carry.
Yeah.
Do you see that lots?
Yeah, 100%. I look for body language, just like since I used to be a player, I could kind of spot it. I used to be able to spot teammates that, weren't making a cut. They float around the 3-point line, wait for their next pass, right? And they're not going down for a rebound or not playing defense. So I could definitely spot it when I'm coaching, and I'll get on those players, because it's not fair for the rest of the team, and it's honestly not fair for themselves, right? If they're not going to put in the effort, then I don't care about the score at the end of the day. If it's win or loss, I don't care. But as long as they're putting in the effort and they're trying to work to a common goal, that's kind of what I care about. Right?
And you coach full time?
Not full time. I coach twice a week, once at White Buffalo Youth Lodge.
Oh,
so that's nice. Like more skill development. Just anybody between the ages of 14 to 18 that want to show up and get some extra reps. We'll do some training for them. And then Thursdays, I coach for Living Skies Indigenous Basketball League. Right. For their senior league, it's just the spring and summer here, so it'll go to the end of June. But I haven't had the chance to coach like high school though, full time though. But maybe eventually, if I able to spare up some time.
Yeah, that'll be tough.
Yeah,
I think. Like high school basketball, that'd be like 3 practices a week and 2 games. Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah, I think it'd be rewarding though, just having more practice time with the kids and seeing them actually compete and at high school. So I think eventually, probably when I have kids, I'll probably
for sure. I guess, and be involved in there.
Yeah.
Kids changes everything.
Yeah.
It does, man. It's like
I believe you.
I just spent my whole life living for me and Demi.
Yeah.
And now it's like I just live for
kids.
Yeah. It's like that's the priority. Not that like Demi's not a priority. But like Royce is number one.
Yeah.
It's just like living for someone else is wild. It's like so different. And like it's cool too watching them like experience things for the first time.
Yeah.
It's cool, man.
Yeah.
When are you gonna have kids?
Probably for sure in the next few years. Yeah.
And I'll be an uncle.
Yeah, for sure. I keep telling my girlfriend that I wanna give my ticket for electrical first. I was like, I don't want you being 9 months pregnant. I'm in the middle writing a final exam or something, So
yeah, I want to handle this. I'll finish this test.
Yeah. No, I definitely want to be there, and have no other distractions first. So.
Yeah. That's good. And like 30, like that's a good age.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like you've Even like when I was 24, 25.
Yeah.
If that guy had a kid, that'd be wild. I don't know. I would have been different.
Yeah.
I'm glad we had them when we did.
Yeah.
Just because I'm so different.
Mm-hmm.
Even from like 25 to 35, not the same person.
Yeah.
I like this quote you sent me from Tiger Woods. Nothing's ever going to be given to you. Everything is going to be earned. If you don't go out there and put in the work, if you don't put in the effort, 1, you're not going to get the results. But 2, most importantly, you don't deserve it. You didn't earn it. That's awesome.
Yeah, I love that quote. I don't know if I ever told you, but golf is like my other sport, my other main sport. I'm probably honestly a better golfer than I am a basketball player.
Really?
Yeah. And that was something I like ever since I was 3 years old. My dad, he cut half a club in half, taped it with hockey tape, and I brought that on the golf course, and so I've been doing it for a long time.
But you play lots in the summer?
Yeah, you bet.
Tournaments?
Yeah. I competed junior. When I was 15, I won gold at the Tony Cody Summer Games.
The heck?
Yeah, I got some. I was fortunate enough to go to a camp out in BC. I got invited through Golf Saskatchewan, so we got trained by professional players, and that changed my whole game, man. And like I don't take that for granted. But yeah, I love that quote because, like, you know, I've gone to a point where I used to get so upset about like little things in golf if I missed a putt, and like, you know, when I was a little kid, used to throw clubs and have tantrums, right? But like now golf is such a mental sport, you know, like you put so many reps in, you know, people think it's more physical than anything, but at the end of the day, if you're not calm and composed, if you're not, you know, just staying neutral when you have those bad shots or if it's not going your way, it's gonna go bad, right? So, and I've had a lot of people, just, you know, they pick up they've, you know, didn't grow up playing golf, or they are just trying it for the first time when they go out with me, right? And they want it quick, right? They want to be good right away because they're good at other sports, so they think that they're going to be at golf, and they think that, you know, golf is maybe not as much effort in the short term, right? But they don't understand, like, you know, like when you're out there 5 to 6 hours or whatever, it is tiring. So you have to be conditioned and get your reps in, get, like, you know, so I love that quote because it's true for anything, you know. Like I have a lot of, like I said, friends that they just want it right away. They want to see the results, but if, you know, you're not willing to put in the work and do all the boring stuff on the range, or, you know, get the reps in, right, that's where you're going to see the results come. So,
and I feel like golf is like the epitome of that. Just reps.
mm-hmm.
It's like, it's so monotonous. I've only played 1 round of golf.
Yeah.
And then, like, I thought I was getting better.
Mm-hmm.
And then the next hole, I was like back to square one.
Yeah.
And I thought I was getting better. Then the next hole, back to square one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, this obviously isn't for me.
It's a humbling sport, man. Like,
yeah.
It's another one that it's just like boxing. It's an individual sport, and the work that you put in, like, you're going to get out of it. And like, you know, it's a lot of people like that start up, they'll, you know, have a horrible game, and every shot is not going their way. They'll miss putts, but then, like, it just takes that one shot that, like, they hit a clean shot and it goes by the pin. And they're like, oh, I'm hooked now. I want that feeling back, right? So that's what keeps you going back. And I'm the same way. Like, you'll never be perfect at golf. Like, it's there's a lot of art, like, in it. You know, even Tiger Woods, he understands that, you know, he's never going to be able to perfect the game, but at this, you know, or, you know, you could always be better in a way. You could always be better at the game. I don't think anybody leaves, you know, at the end of a round and say, like, oh, that's the best that I'm going to ever play. I'm going to, I'm done. You always go back to that one shot. I could have, hit it better. This, approach my shot better here. I had a better drive on this hole. It's a game of inches. So it's always different every time you go out there.
Do you play with high level people too?
I try to.
I probably have some friends that they'll listen to this and they'll try and recruit you now.
No, I definitely try to. I like playing with guys that are better than me because it helps me compete, right? But
you ever play with the Camerons from Beardies?
Yeah. Like not with them, but like against them in tournaments though.
They're good, eh?
Yeah, they are good.
Or Matt LaValle?
Yeah, Matt LaValle. I've played against him in a few tournaments. We know each other
too. Yeah.
Yeah. A couple buddies like Craig McCollum. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
He's like fourth vice chief for FSIN right now, but he's one that's just like talented, man. Like he grew up playing hockey. He played overseas for a little bit, played for the U of S. And I don't think he played golf until he was older, but man, he's good, man. We compete when we go out there. And
that's cool.
Another guy, Trent Campbell, he's really good friends with Craig. I usually try to go out a couple rounds of the year with them just because they're good players. So I usually play my best rounds when I'm with them.
Cool. Well, if my friends need somebody, I'll send them to you.
Okay, sounds good.
If you're free. Well, we're coming up to an hour here.
Okay.
So I think we'll probably wrap it up.
Okay.
No, that's good, man. This was fun, casual.
For sure, man.
Not
it flew by.
Stressful. Yeah. And that's kind of what I'm aiming for, is just like casual conversation, pick people's brains, see what they're up to. Not so stressful.
For sure. I love this, man. Like I said, it doesn't feel like an interview or anything. It's just a conversation. So
just a conversation. Yeah. And yeah, man, we'll have you back on again and again. And we're talking about doing maybe some group ones too.
Okay.
With Justin and Shaylin and just people who can just, talk and throw ideas around and have fun and all that. So
have you asked Kendall to be on here?
Yeah, he's going to come on.
Okay.
So I actually just messaged him maybe 2 or 3 days ago. He just said, sure.
Okay.
So, we're going to find a time. I've just been reaching out to people. I'm actually doing 5 this week.
Oh, wow, man.
So doing a bunch.
That's amazing.
Cool people, man.
You're the perfect person for this, though, man.
Well, thank you.
You've got the perfect personality. So I think this will keep growing, man. This will be good. So keep it up.
Thank you. Well, thanks for coming out, man. Yeah. Thanks for chatting. And you're awesome.
No, you're awesome.
Honestly, though, like for real, I think from like when I first met you, I could just tell that you're a good person. Like I could see it in your eyes. I could see it in when we talked, how you communicated with what you wanted to do with Nisto Ball, the people you want to help, and even like, how you talked about Kendall, how you talk about like the people that I look up to are similar to the people you look up to, and the people you want to be around. So I think we kind of hit it off right away because we're very similar.
Yeah.
But I just want you to know that you're doing awesome, and I really enjoy chatting with you and being around you. So keep it up.
Well, thank you, man. Likewise, like I could tell right away too, we had a lot in common. You being in the electrical trade too. So it was honestly, we met at like the perfect timing because I was going through it at the time, and like just being able to speak to you just boosted my energy. So I really appreciate you.